So these are my orders. Say no joke. I just always was. I'm the Supreme Commander. To a military, perhaps God's military. This was God's country. Is, and maybe still could be. But to a military, you are to nuke this place and eliminate these people. These will be my final orders. Of course, in the event of something happening to me, which it most likely will, because I go out with a bang. You see, Stockton, California, and San Joaquin County was nothing but a frame and conspiracy community. It was full of, let's just say, wickedness and evil. And the way that your holy prophet went out, as disturbing as it may sound, is he shot women up the asshole and men in the dicks. And it was because he exacted a perfect revenge on the most heinous display of crime. This will be on repeat until the mass shooting occurs. What I discovered these people doing was they had been given illegal technology, or they already had it because they were a part of a government agency in the United States of America, or even, unfortunately, and let's hope not, the United States military. And they were just watching people masturbate. And they were watching me masturbate. And I caught them. And rather than tell the truth, because I caught them and after I caught them, their government and their people involved attempted murder on me repeatedly and began torturing me. Now, this was about masturbation and porn, and it was about anal porn. And a group of men and women and a government trying to turn me gay. So it is inseparably connected to the porn industry. So your government in the state of California not only became full-blown corrupt, as it appears to be throughout the country now, it's just falling apart. It teamed up with the porn industry, sex trade, sex trafficking for criminal immunity. And gay lust took over, in my case. But they had time and they had warnings. They knew everything they did, and I told them I knew. And I warned them repeatedly. Over and over again. I know what you're doing. This is all illegal. This is not American. It's not permissible by our law and through the Constitution. They covered it up with delusions and schizophrenia. But in the aftermath, they continued to direct their concerted conspiratorial efforts in my direction at me and through the continued use of the illegal technology. The voices on the head, the monitoring for when the body is going to sleep, and then the subsequent immediate sleep deprivation through noise, and the right on cue when you're looking at somebody, which is still happening and has been going on for a month now. Is it about a month now? How long have you people been doing this? About a month now? So it was a visual hallucination attempt to frame and conspiracy. But I never reported anything because, your Supreme Commander was smarter than your country. Your whole country combined. So what I ended up doing was said, well, we all know the equation and the variables involved. When your government's corrupt, and you have no one to report crimes to, because your government and your people are reporting all the are committing all the crimes. You kill people. In fact, you don't just kill one or two, you kill as many as you can. And if they give you nukes, you nuke the entire place and kill everybody, millions of people. Because it's everywhere. Now, sometimes I exaggerate and I point out my exaggerations. It's everywhere. This is 99% of people that I see, or 90 to 95. It's in that. We're talking about 90% of everybody. It might just be 10 out of 10. There's no such thing as friendly fire or collateral. It's just whatever happened to this place is unbelievable. And whatever it is, we follow the Bible, and it said, don't ask questions. The heavens open up, and this place is destroyed and never again rebuilt. A couple hundred of fine nukes in the American arsenal or another country would do the job just fine. It doesn't look like it, unless they don't know. Unless they don't know, it doesn't look like it'll be coming from the American military. As of right now, it looks like they just royally screwed themselves. They support morons and idiots. And they are morons and idiots themselves. I mean, the American military should go down in history as the fucking stupidest fighting force in the world that's ever lived. All they had was money and power. Technological progress and advancement beyond any other country, and enough money through a United States that gave to it through a common tax for a common goal and source. And that's it. They never knew how to be a president. You don't have any military presidents. Like a military president. military president, not a politician's son or a constitutional scholar who maybe he went AWOL or someone else did, or maybe he served for 6 months in the National Guard, or he was a community organizer. Maybe we have a $9 billion business mogul. Here they all are. I mean, I'm not kidding. This is all of them. You're looking at them. This girl right here will do it. She's doing it right now. This is not a joke. It's all of them. It's every single person that's around me. So as is, you can bomb. Maybe this one wants to show me your ass and bend over. As is exactly what's going on, actually. I can shoot any of them up the asshole and in the dick. And I know I have committed to a constitutional act. That being said, and everything that I've seen, I would and am giving the order to nuke the state of California, the county of San Joaquin, and the city of Stockton. It's not just nuke, it's lay waste, eliminate it. Because if you ever had a problem with your president in North Korea and it wasn't you, and this is why if it was you, you get nuked by other countries. If your president in North Korea, let's say he was like severely sleep deprived, it was this place, this county, this city, and these people. It's this government. And man, if it was the military itself, hey world, what do we do to an all-powerful military that's out of control, lies about everything, and commits treason against its own people and its own president? We nuke the hell out of the country. We end America. So I do what I do, and these will be leading up to, I have 2 or 3 months until I receive this firearm lawfully and commit to constitutional acts. And these will be my final videos leading up to those events, and these will be my reverberating orders and commands to the world and the United States military. So because of what's been done to me, this is irreconcilable. This isn't a time of forgiveness. This is a time of the end of forgiveness and ultimate judgment. So this is irreversible. This isn't something that I go, well, gee, I forgive everybody for trying to murder me for the past 2.5 years, framing me and putting me in jail for no reason, lying about everything and then arresting me again for no reason and detaining me for no reason, committing no crime, and forcing whatever these chemicals are into my body, and stealing my property and having my property broken into and giving me no rights. and committing to these mass visual flash mob frames and hallucination attempt conspiracies. Oh well. My mind was made up long ago. And then the reality hit. The plan, the fulcrum, became circumspect. Now here's the full plan. Here was the ultimate rejection by a social media service. And then finally, how would I sensibly and accurately exact revenge in a perfect justice? And it's that. That's how it plays out. I shoot women up the asshole and men in the dick. And if a police officer comes up to me, as soon as I get my weapon, I shoot him in the face. Because they're using this technology on me, violating all my rights and my privacy and lying. It's a mass conspiracy. And they took all my rights. It's an orchestrated murder. So that's what this government would love to do. And these police officers is, well, go report this to a mental health professional, everything we're doing, and we'll call you schizophrenic and delusional. Please sign your name here, sign off for your own delusions. And then wait for me to get a weapon to defend myself with, try to remove that unlawfully without due process for committing no crime, and then go, does he have one? Okay, go search and we'll just say it was a random coincidence. Or we'll just fuck ourselves and say, well, you know what, we've just been monitoring you the entire time. And, gee, what happens? So he shoots us in the face and he's right about everything, so he can just kill us. Every single police officer in SPD and the Sheriff's Department of San Joaquin. Yeah. Kind of like that. Or we'll show up to the scene and murder him after he kills people for doing this to him, with our government and our police departments knowing about it. It's a murder. I'm going to go over this repeatedly for months. These will be the videos that they look at first. It's a murder. So they're going to show up and go, well, we didn't know anything about this, and we're going to gun him down after he gets done exacting his revenge on our terrorist conspiracy. Carried out by every element of government. This comes from mental health, behavioral health, the police departments, the sheriff's department, and just all these whack jobs driving around in vehicles with plain clothes. So I just gun them all down. But I make sure I have enough ammo. And I save one clip. And it's in the event that I have to take my own life, because I will not be taken alive. I belong to nobody. No one controls me. This is all they've been trying to do, and they'll never get it. And it ends up in their just mass killing, death, and destruction, and total hatred from the world. So it's pop, 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 pop. It's an orchestrated murder. So they removed my rights. God. I have this going back as much as 8 years ago, strong evidence 5 years ago, and 3 years ago I found out they were just doing this nonchalantly. We watch everything you do. We have spy equipment set up in your room. We're hacked into your electronics, your cell phones, your computers. Oh, by the way, We arrested you for following the law and extended your mental health court to December, so now you can't get your hard drives and your cell phones back. We have those, the Sheriff's Department, so we can continue to try and erase all of our data breaches that we committed against you. There's no other reason. So, by constitutional law, I am permitted to shoot and kill every single officer in the Stockton Police Department, San Joaquin County Sheriff's Department, every judge in Stockton and San Joaquin County, every behavioral health staff member, every mental health staff member, anybody in this entire city. So that's what I begin doing. This is just going to be repeated, so I know it's repeated. Given access to weapons, command over the military, I bomb and nuke the place. It's over. I kill all of them. Whole country would straighten up their backs and snap into shape real quick. Well, I'm here. Let me tell you about what they were doing to me. I'm your holy prophet. Don't be afraid. I'm Jesus. I just killed 5 million of you. I was in the middle of a flash mob conspiracy and murder attempts. And these people were lying about everything and thought that in their own heads, deluded, somehow, some way, this was okay. And the California state constitution ripped the federal constitution apart and let it blow away in the wind. So I killed all of them. I'm your president. You're going to be listening to me. So that'll be my video for the day, and you can expect to, as my time approaches and the ideas evolve, hear and see more of these. The time for this to stop is long gone. The Constitution's been explained. Crime, everybody knows what crime is anyway. The technology, they had time to admit that they're using it and they have it. That time is long gone. It's come and gone, it's past. So, for biblical scholars, these are demons. They attempt to possess people with illegal technology, flash mobs, and orchestrated sounds, beeping, honking. I've paid attention to it. I'm extremely intelligent. I'd rather spend my time learning things, building my vocabulary and knowledge bank in a different direction, but put toward an investigative path or avenue, this was the result. I paid attention to everything, and that's what these people are. And they just, I don't even know who's funding it, but I don't care. It's all around the state. So those are the options for the military, for other countries. I mean, that's it. This place has got to go.